Bloodthirster, get that pushing. So when you have an Akali and you want to have Akali side lane versus Orianna or something like that and have your side lane pressure, really does help to have a Misfortune pick like that. Fully set up vision, which sees Owner walking over and Keria traversing through mid lane as well.
Yep, Owner is not going to even bother getting rid of the ward, knows that he needs to come down here to stop this. There is the snare, great knockup comes on through the grand entrance. The wombo combo here between Owner and Carrier is fantastic, but that's going to be a two-man shockwave out of Rookie playing the great defense as Faker finds himself isolated off to the side, and First Blood goes to Wei as he will find Carrier. Now Gumayusi has to deal with the Shy, who is just wandering him underneath the turret. Will not dive him this time around.
The vision's still here around the grubs though, and Owner slips into the back of the pit.
Okay, let's see whether he can find the angle, as all of the grubs are going to reset. The Shy farming behind the turret, and so is Doran. So the top laners nowhere near one another, ready to teleport in at a moment's notice as there's Make It Rain to come down. Cyclone is there as well from Wei, who's just keeping them at bay. Down goes Owner, and that is going to be the Warrior Trickster, but now Doran has found his mark. Down goes Wei as junglers will be traded. The Shy gets into the backline though as Gumayusi is his target, and down he will go. Faker still trying to find it though as Rookie will be taken out. Faker gets into the backline and assassinates all of them. Double kill already, and Doran finishes off the last one as now the Shy cannot do anything. No mana, no hope, and T1 find a much earlier team fight this time.
Whoa, it was looking risky for T1.
The feats going over, or at least the portion of them, going over to Wei here. As Mako comes up, Doran may have overstayed his welcome. Let's see whether he can take the Cassante for a walk, and with the heal, he certainly will be able to. Gala finds it, and there is the shot onto Doran. So evening things up for IG. Without any response from T1 in this top lane. More plates going over to Gala, who's starting to look like a homewares shop with the amount that he's taken from this top side, as there's the all-out onto Mako, who's just dead. Okay, Doran says, whatever you can do, I can do better.
Doran's revenge! All right, lane swaps are back and top.
They can really get things going. 3-1 and 2 now for Doran, and we were mentioning it before, but this guy hasn't had a year like this ever, as there is the quickness, the grand entrance, as well as now Faker with the damage. Mako going to get popped like a balloon, but Gala is going to keep himself alive still. Faker getting more kills. IG fans, Shuriken backflip going to come on through as the ace in the hole is going to be there. That's going to guarantee the outer turret here for IG. They will be able to secure that one. Feats of strength going their way as well. But at least a Drake is going to go into T1's hands for the first time in this series. And now Carrier is looking for a little bit of a mark here as in comes Gumayusi looking for the angle. The flash out is going to come on through, and now they're turning it on to Carrier. Cyclone is fantastic, but he just dashes away. And Carrier is going to survive. The Shy really wanting to take him out. He's not out of the woods just yet, but IG not interested in following up, and now the Shy might be the one turned on as Owner is going to turn up. Gets himself the flag. And I say safety, he's out. For the rest of T1 looking for potentially something.
And IG are blocking them from mid lane right now, so they're taking mid lane tower.
Okay, Doran looking for an angle. I don't really know what it was, but my God, the Shy is able to eliminate him for it. A little bit of gusto, and I don't think that plan necessary. Should go over to them. We'll see whether they can use it to get themselves an outer turret in mid lane. It's certainly open up the map here for T1, and an open map means a whole lot when you've got an assassin like Akali and you've got Faker Pilot. Some things that we've had issues with when it comes to what they can do, but of course this is T1. They've made the magic happen before with other comps. It's now Mako off to the side. Wei looking for an angle as Rookie clears out that turret. Cyclone comes in. Wei looking for the knockups. And there it is, the shockwave onto 3 from Rookie as Doran just trying to get himself all the way out of there. And it might actually happen as never mind, the orb is going to catch him. And down he will go once again. Faker looking for the angle. But the Peacemaker comes on through, and Faker says maybe Peace is okay for Shy, but the Shy doesn't quite have the damage to stop him from being able to do what he wants. And Cannon Minion will go over to Faker there as Owner. Question mark? He is looking to try and walk his way out of here, but he is going to get slowed down, flag and drag, as he looks to go for the back because he knows he is well and truly dead.
They ward all of the river here. Control wards are down. They start up the dragon.
Yep, Doran Was tethered momentarily as now T1 get themselves into the river. They do not want to let this one go. As we can see, Make It Rain slows down Rookie. Faker on a flank angle, but he's spotted. Doran finds two with the Q, though, as now Ona looks for the knockup but misses, and Rookie is able to take him down. He gets into the Rift Herald. Oh, Ona, we've seen this play before, and he's going to run his way out, but Carrier is going to get taken down. Faker gets into the mix, though, and already out of the fight is Mako. The ulti comes on forward, but Faker doesn't find the backflip, and Bullet Time gets no joy as well. Doran now out of the fight via the Death Chamber as Gala gets the ace in the hole. And yes, you know, that was some cute play there from Ona, but him doing the Krugs is not going to...
Tries to start it out. Backside, Ona's not able to get his EQ on the Rookie either.
Something goes very wrong.
I definitely agree. Oh.
Okay, Ona going aggressive onto the enemy jungler, as in the meantime, Rookie trying to deal with Faker, now looking to turn it as Wei comes back, and that's just a solo. The GOAT is going to be able to find it as Doran goes all out against Wei. He's now in trouble, and oh my goodness, was that a cast of curse or a cast of blessing? I'm not entirely sure, but the Otacon is going to spell the demise of IG potentially yet again. Has Rookie down for another 27 seconds. They're not out of it yet. Gala is still terrifying, and he will be able to stop Faker from going back home. There is Carrier getting into the backline, the bullet time, and the shutdown for Gumayusi. Doran's health bar is very low, and the Otacon is being frustrating, but IG are just running out of players.
They certainly are. They're also going to run out of Otacon here. T1's going to be able to get it. I mean, the Shy is dancing around, but not a lot that he can do about it. I guess they have to wait a little while.
Yeah, I don't know whether there is anything that IG can really do about it, though, as we do get a knock-up on IG. They take down the Otacon. The comfortable smite here by Ona, and once again, that is going to be...
It's still really good if they can play like a safe, more standard, like regular team fight on their term.
Combo.
That's gonna sting. Okay, Wei here with the two items. Definitely painful.
Doran. He's going to look for the flank angle. There's a flash Cataclysm to come on through. Finally, the knockup does come in now for Ona, who goes down to half health. Carrier trying to get himself out of there, and he will! Gumayusi gets a decent amount of damage, but leaves himself exposed and just blows up Wei, who gets on top of him, but that's not where he wants to be. Great knockup there onto the Shy as Doran gets on in there. He's looking for Gala as the Shockwave does not do enough, but he does take down Carrier. Fake is doing work, though, and Mako is running for the hills. Doran cuts apart this Scion, and T1, it's a difficult comp to make work, but the world champ's looking pretty good with it.
The three-tiered engage from T1. They will take them down. They will cut IG to pieces.
And it's only Rookie left standing on that time where he wasn't necessarily as strong.
Yeah, Guma, meanwhile, feeling pretty good about his Lord Doms. Doran is going deep.
Yeah, he's got 3 items now completed. The rest of T1 comes on over. That is going to be a solo Shockwave onto the Kazante as the Shy crashes into them. That is phenomenal damage as they take down Gumayusi. The Shy deals with Doran as well, and T1, now it's their turn to run the heck out of there. It's Faker. He goes in, he finds Gala in the back line, and then just gets shot in the head. T1 are going to fall. That's an ace for IG, who turned it all on its head.
That's going to be Baron for IG as well. T1, they just lose it all up by the top tower. IG, they're going to push top as well as gain Baron here. That you don't let T1 get an ideal assassination angle off.
Oh, teleport flank angle here from Faker, who gets behind IG. Let's see whether they can actually get forward. Carrier's health bar already very low as Ona taking so much damage. Puts Rookie into the Cataclysm. It's now Faker dashing forward, but they've lost Carrier already. The bullet time not quite doing that much, but the all-out comes on through. Rookie in trouble. Faker gets Gala. The Shuriken backflip doesn't land, but it doesn't seem to matter. Is down. Oh, no, never mind. Faker is going to be taken out. Wei still looking for it. Doran hunting for the Shy. And Wei will survive, but Doran is looking absolutely terrifying. Gumayusi's putting the bullets into the Shy, but they are bouncing off the armor. This Scion is really hitting towards that immortal stage, as the teleport is going to be employed here by Doran. Unfortunately for Gumayusi, all he can do is really hit minions and run. And Rookie, between these turrets, Make It Rain slows down Rookie, and I think he's out. I think he's fine. I think Gumayusi's just going to walk it off. Never mind, there's a train coming. There's a train coming. And he just walks between the walls. The flash comes on through from the Shy. Can he actually connect to Q, though? That's the question. The answer is yes. Dissonance comes down, and finally the axe has hammers in to Gumayushi, and he will die. But that took what felt like a year. And so maybe T1.
Well, let's take a look at the skirmish through the river now, because Wei's got his Guardian Angel, feels very confident here. Faker.
Yeah, Ace in the hole comes down. There's the Cyclone to chain the CC. Grand Entrance comes through just to buy some space. Carrier able to save Faker for now. Does throw down the Cyclone. Redemption is really good though. That will keep Faker alive, and Ona now moving in. Rookie clearing out vision, but T1 now with information. But this is going to be Soul Point. The last one, T1 were able to actually take, and so this is not going to be the Mountain Soul, but every time these Mountain Drakes are stacked up, IG gets more and more difficult. Teleport comes in from Carrier to get back towards this Baron pit, and already he has to use all of his buttons to get himself out. Shockwave, he's going to catch Ona. He flashes, the Cyclone collects him, and it's Rookie that grabs the kill. That's Jungler down. That should be Baron number 2 for IG.
All right, let's see. They should be able to get it. There's no smite to steal, so it would actually have to be a miracle from T1.
We'll see whether they can actually make a team fight.
And Guma's not on Varus.
Yeah, and the Shy has about 25 health bars. He can sacrifice some of them, and that is going to be the Baron smoked down. And T1 having to get out of there. The bullet time was a decent attempt, but it is not Guma's Varus, like you say. Unable to do enough.
Impossible.
Yeah, Gala does a fair bit of damage, as we can see there. 4 items now completed, getting very, very close to just filling out that build. As T1, their base under fire, only a few shots going to be necessary here by this Caitlyn as 2 exposed inhibitors. There's a Shockwave to come on through. It's a decent answer here, as we can see, as down will go into that GA. Trying to answer this one, but you can see Gala is distracted by these structures that he can destroy. Finally, he's going to look for Doran, who just dives away and goes all out. He survives for a long time. His Faker looks for the flank, but the Shy is there and says, nope, you are not coming in. And IG this time ain't throwing it away. They are going to even out the series in this best of 5 with a triple kill from Rookie. T1 gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
Play-ins looking